Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli, and today I am going to do a video about comparing the Nissan Leaf, the 2019 Nissan Leaf E Plus with the Chevy Bolt EV. Tomorrow, stay tuned, tomorrow I will do the same video, comparing the Nissan Leaf E Plus with the upcoming Tesla Model 3. The reason I'm comparing the Nissan Leaf with these two cars and not with the Kona EV or the Kia Soul EV is because I like to compare cars that actually produced and delivered. Just give you an example. Kia Soul EV sold in the United States in 2018 about 350 cars. All right. Nissan Leaf sold more than 18,000. Chevy Bolt sold more than 22,000. Okay, Kona EV is not in the United States yet, but judging based on the sales of the Hyundai Ioniq all electric, they sold about a little bit more than 1,100. So I do not like to compare cars that are just compliant cars, or cars that are not produced and delivered. That the companies just put them so they need to fulfill some kind of a government requirement. So that's why I'm going to compare these two cars, because they are available and they are sold and they're delivered. So let's start with the Nissan Leaf E Plus versus the Chevy Bolt EV. Two very, very similar cars, astonishingly similar. What is not similar is how they look like, and I think the second generation, the 2018 and 2019 Nissan Leaf looks like any other Nissans that you see. It look like a Nissan Altima. If you see it, you know it's a Nissan. The old Nissan Leaf, the one I have, it doesn't look like anything. It's very unique. So this looks like a regular Nissan Leaf, a Nissan car. If you're inside, it looks like a Nissan Leaf. The Chevy Bolt EV, has a look of like the Chevy Volt, more or less, especially the front. And it does look unique. It does look, but you'll see, if you look carefully, you see that this is a Chevy car. It's just that's the way it looks like. So the look are nice, both of them, small, hatchback, 5-seater, nice cars. The range is very similar. 226 miles for the Leaf and 238 miles for the Volt, for the Bolt EV. And so what I'm surprised about is that the battery for the Nissan Leaf is a little bit bigger, 62 kilowatt versus 60. So why is the range is a little bit shorter? It's like 12 miles shorter. Maybe it's just being, I don't know, being cautious, conservative. I think that is basically the same range. I think it's basically the same range. Now, charging, which is so important, guys. These are long-range drive cars, so charging becomes an important component. If you have a small 80 miles commuter, EV, then it doesn't matter. I mean, the Leaf, I have the old Leaf, no big deal. I don't care how long it charges. But when it comes to long distance charging, that's when it becomes really important. And they both have the Bolt have a 7.2 onboard charger. The Leaf had 6.6. We'll see what the new one will have. I didn't see the size, but it does give you about 20-25 miles per hour, which is good. But with the fast charger, Nissan says that it will give you about 70 up to 100 kilowatt hour, which I don't believe, but it will be about 70. Knowing how fast 70 kilowatt hour is, it's about, it will give you from 0 to 80% in about 45 minutes. Bolt says 90 miles in 30 minutes. So it's the same thing. Now, if you go to a long trip that requires one stop, let's say 300 miles, when you have to stop one time, then the fast charging is not that crucial. Whatever, you take a break, no big deal. But if you have to do like 3, 4, 5 stops, then your trip is going to get so long, because 45 minutes, 45 minutes is a long time to stop after every 150 miles or so. So that's when these two cars have this deficiency. Again, if you go to a one-stop charging for on a long trip, it's okay, it's no big deal. But if it's 3, 4, 5, then it's a problem. The interior design, I like both of them really. I like the new 8-inch Nissan Leaf screen. I really love the Chevy Bolt inside design. It's very, very nice. The touch screen, the instrument cluster, everything around it, it's very nice. Physical buttons you can really feel. I like both of them. I will choose anyone. I really do like it. The Leaf has a 214 horsepower versus 200 for the Bolt, so more or less the same. The price is interesting. Now, the price is very interesting. There is no price for the United States yet, but from the prices that I looked in Europe and in Japan, the Leaf might be for the base model, the S, it will be around 35,000. Now, that's, not, it's great, it's fine, but they still have ways to go until they lose the $7,500 tax incentive, federal tax incentive. So you can go through all of 2018 and maybe a little bit of 2019 and still get the full discount, which will bring it to in the high 20s, as opposed to the Bolt, which starts with 36,200, but by April it will be all over in terms of the tax incentive. It starts to phase back. I put a screenshot for you. It goes back half and half. So that's important. The cargo, 30 cubic feet for the Leaf, 56.6 for the Bolt, Advantage Bolt. In terms of warranty, 8 years, 100,000 miles for both of them. So I would say, guys, these are the most comparable cars, like identical twins. Choose one and you will be fine. Very, very interesting comparison. All right, so I try to cover the main, most important components, which is range and battery and charging and all that important stuff. If you have any other question, I'm always happy to answer. And please don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for your support. Tomorrow I will compare the Nissan Leaf E Plus with the upcoming Tesla Model 3 base. All right, so stay tuned. Come back tomorrow.